Most expensive games in 2022. In this video we are going to talk about most expensive games in 2022. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. It is loads of enjoyable to play games. In any case, when you find a climate where you can make, play, and examine games, you realize you have something remarkable in your hands. Steam is a stage accomplishing such a great amount in the gaming business. Also, this video will investigate the most costly games on Steam that you can decide to investigate. Number 10, VRCPR, $119.99. The visuals in VRCPR are entirely great. Nonetheless, whether many would-be people on call are prepared to notice clinical exhortation from a game created and delivered by Studio Evil is not yet clear. Regardless of whether clients can see past the unappealing name, the $120 sticker price will more likely than not be a hindrance. VRCPR has just a single Steam survey as of this composition, wherein the creator puzzles over whether the game follows the latest AHS-CPR suggestions. A few of the headings in the title, they guarantee, haven't been remembered for expressed rules since before 2010, which probably impacted their decision to ask Steam for a discount. This game is perfect and has a spot in this rundown of most costly games on Steam. Number 9, 1000 Stages, Adventure. $149.99. 1000 Stages, Adventure is a 2D strolling test system that shows up more like an Atari 2600 game than perhaps of Steam's most expensive title, with north of 1000 drifting stages and 3 interjection marks. It will cost $149.99, however the engineer has expressed that free keys will be furnished to individuals with a month-to-month pay of under $800. Shockingly, the game hasn't forever been so costly, with one analyst revealing that they got it for £10 in mid-2018. They thought it was a misuse of cash even costing that much. In any case, the engineer answered very nearly 3 years after the fact to wish them a blissful new year, which no question assisted with easing up the blow. There are really 2 positive surveys, albeit neither individuals who left them played the game for over 30 minutes. Number 8, Leaping Platform, Adventure. $149.99. The first title of this game is in Chin's language, yet that generally means leaping platform, adventure. As per the engineer, this game was roused by the movie Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, an honor-winning activity film coordinated by An Lee. Unusually, the engineer cautions clients not to expect activity-stuffed experience regardless of the game's motivation. All things considered, clients ought to anticipate a basic, strolling test system. With a cost of almost $150, this game has gotten blended surveys, including one that just says, "This game makes me need to pass on." Another adds, "I don't have the foggiest idea about why this game exists." Number 7, Virtual Orator, $199.99. Virtual Orator's idea is basic: make a computer-generated simulation experience that assists individuals with defeating their feeling of dread toward public talking. Assuming the 2 assessments are any sign, Virtual Human Technologies worked really hard with the execution, with both communicating that they would recommend the game to other people. The game has different settings, including the capacity to change the size of the group and their overall way of behaving. Players can likewise import and practice with their own notes, making it a phenomenal apparatus for rehearsing addresses and introductions as well as vanquishing glossophobia. Just those with a very extreme apprehension about open talking are probably going to nibble at $200. This game is perfect and has a spot in this rundown of most costly games on Steam. Number 6, Crisis Action VR, $199.99. Dissimilar to a significant number of the other overrated Steam games, Crisis Action VR gives off an impression of being a genuine game. It's not exactly bleeding edge, but rather its style are comparable to a portion of the twofold games that have been delivered for the PS4 and Xbox One in the new 10 years. Players will, be that as it may, expect somewhat more than ravishing designs for $199.99. The game is a VR-empowered center-first individual shooter that incorporates a completely sorted-through plot and a few guides. On paper, everything has all the earmarks of being all together, however client input is partitioned, with some reprimanding the game's unfortunate controls, awful movement, and low incentive for cash. Number 5. Safety Education, $199.99. Kalio, a Japanese studio, has delivered 2 games on Steam, the 2 of which cost $199.99. The first is Safety Education, a computer-generated experience catastrophe test system that shows gamers how to escape risk in case of a quake or flood. It's very essential and just accessible in Japanese, however the shortfall of client evaluations suggests that even Japanese gamers are switched off by the cost. Coronavirus Epidemic Prevention, the designer's subsequent game, has no client audits and no English language support. It does, nonetheless, have a flying blue feline who goes about as a kind of intuitive aid. The pictures, similar to Safety Education, are truly basic, and keeping in mind that the data provided might be significant, it can ordinarily be found somewhere else. This game is perfect and has a spot in this rundown of most costly games on Steam. Number 4. A Super Fight, $199.99. This game doesn't appear to be famous, and think about why is not hard. With a sticker price of almost $200, this reenactment incorporates only one level and is extremely easy to utilize. One commentator expressed that the foundation was just a JPG picture. By the by, the portrayal of the game could tempt some, perhaps. As indicated by the engineer, Super Fight is a retro-style game where clients can use clench hand and leg assault. Number 3. Fight, $199.99. Notwithstanding cases running against the norm, The Fight is a first individual shooter delivered and independently published by the Chinese business Rongyou. It's the designer's solitary game on Steam right now, and it's been open since June 2021. It doesn't seem to have offered well, conceivably because of its over-the-top expense. There are presently no surveys for the game, however it has been snidely marked as an esports title by different Steam clients. The game does, notwithstanding, support PvP battling and even permits players to get entryways together with their companions. Notwithstanding, the visuals are disheartening, particularly for a game that requires a 1050 Ti and suggested a 2080 and 16GB of RAM. Number 2. Viremedies, Radiotherapy Procedure Experience, $199.99. Another VR test system is coming up soon. Clients can now take part in painless emergency clinic systems including CT sweeps and radiation. As per a video made by Staples VR, the firm behind Viremedies, the test system was made so patients can get a feeling of what they'll be going through prior to going through an activity. This expensive test system, which costs $199.99, incorporates robot local escorts who guide members through the reproduced medical clinic and through their booked arrangement. The test system will likewise help clients in their readiness by permitting them to rest and notice clinical gear from a first individual point of view. This game is perfect and has a spot in this rundown of most costly games on Steam. Number 1. In the Ascent, Free Roaming VR Experience, $99. This game is by a wide margin the most expensive title that anyone could hope to find on Steam, costing $999. Honestly, this isn't a similar game as Neon Giant's famous round of a similar name. Rage Games' computer-generated simulation experience. All in all, what do Fury Games clients get? As per the surveys, players will get a not terrible game. Better believe it, it's not looking great. The Ascent is as yet portrayed by Fury Games as a free meandering and extremely vivid VR experience that works with haptic suits, movement floors, and environment controls that copy the game's VR climate. Shockingly, the designers express nothing about the game or which VR headsets are viable with the reenactment. All things considered, they just express that the Fury Corp examination will be cleared. Oddly, Fury Games cautions Steam business clients situated in the UK furthermore, Ireland not to buy this game through Steam. All things being equal, individuals in those districts are approached to go to the organization site for an obscure explanation. This game is perfect and has a spot in this rundown of most costly games on Steam. Steam is changing the substance of the gaming business. Through its foundation, it has made coordinated effort more straightforward for gamers and individuals keen on building games. Albeit numerous gamers are not happy that they can't totally purchase games on Steam, this doesn't prevent them from collaborating with the stage. What do you think about this video? Do let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.